The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, says it has remitted 10 trillion naira to the Federation account as of September 2024. This, it said, was alongside 3.5 trillion naira in dividends after taxes and revenue for the 2024 fiscal year. This disclosure was made by the Group Chief Executive Officer of NNPCL, Mile Kyari, during a budget defense session before the Joint Finance Committee of the Senate and House of Representatives in Abuja on Wednesday. Kyari said the NNPCL is the only company in Nigeria that publishes 100% of its accounts on a yearly basis. He added that NNPCL is the highest taxpayer in the country, highest payer of royalty and dividends. Kyari called for a forensic audit to be conducted on money they spent for the stabilization of the price of petrol from January to September 2024. The NNPCL Group Chief Executive, however, told the Joint Committee that revenue projection for 2025 will be made after the meeting of the Board of Directors of the company in 2 weeks' time.
And you now have a commercial national oil company that obeys all rules, regulations, that is bound by all the provisions of the Petroleum Industry Act, and also the Company and Allied Matters Act and all other corporate governance standards that every company of our status and our type of business operates and respects. Mr. Chairman, I'm very happy to say that this development has brought many things on the table, from a loss-making corporation up to 2020 to a clearly a profit-making company by the end of fiscal 2024. The implication of this, Mr. Chairman, is that we meet all our obligations, taxes, royalties, and declare dividend to the tune of over 3.5 trillion naira by the end of fiscal 2024.
Meanwhile, the Managing Director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, NPA, projected a revenue remittance of 997 billion naira to the Federation account for 2025. Also, the Managing Director of NPA, Abuja, said NPA remitted 753 billion naira into the Consolidated Revenue Fund and projected 997 billion naira for 2025 fiscal year.
In the approved budget of 2024 was 650 billion, and our performance was 758 billion. Now, what we are projecting in the year 2025 is 997 billion revenue to the coffers of the government, and that's from all sources. What we presented to the budget office was 997. Yeah, this is what we are talking.
And your expected remittance?
What's that?
Expected remittance is how much?
I expected? Remittances, okay, the authority observes total compliance with the remittances for operating surpluses to the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation, and the projected surplus that was approved for the year was 108 billion, and the authority was able to remit 378 billion, which is a surplus of 300%.
Of revenue that you have.
Sir?
If you look at your sources of revenue,
yes,
you are the only agency of government that has about close to 60 sources of revenue. The only agency of government. And if all those sources of revenue are digitalized,
yes, sir,
you are going to have more than this.
So
revenue.
that's going to happen.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
It's not our duty to wait until you start. It's not our duty. It is your duty. That's why you are appointed. That's why you are the MD. All we know that is that you have the capacity to generate more than 2 trillion, if and only if all those sources are well tapped.
Yes, sir.
And when it was fully considered, based on our own historical data that we have,
yes, sir,
we know that you can progress to a minimum of 1.7. And I think that 1.7 is very, very fair to you. All you need to do is to cut down your costs and manage your.
The committee, chaired by Senator Sani Musa and Honorable James Faleke, however, jacked up the projected revenue for 2025 from 997 billion naira to 1.75 trillion naira. The increased revenue projection, according to the Joint Committee chairman, was done for maximization of the 56 revenue sources of the NPA.
Observation. Expectedly, what I think you should have just done is to go back, look at your books very well, review them, and make sure that areas that you know you can collapse, you collapse them. Anywhere you can save costs, and then since we agreed that we are going to be interacting to know how far your revenue is going, at least you come back to us, and when you come back with any improvements, we know that you are serious and something is happening.
Purely revenue, you have targeted, you contributed 10 trillion in 2024. In 2025, what are you contributing? What is the estimates? And why are you doing that, whatever volume you are giving us? Why can't it be more? Those are some of our major concerns here today. All the issues raised by our distinguished senators, please note them. When you go to your statutory committee, you can start taking it up.
Omohefe Peace Osemere, Eagles FM News.